Hi, I'm Tracy Woodroffe. I'm a lecturer in the College of Indigenous Futures, Arts and Society at CDU. I do identify as an Indigenous person. In fact, I tell people that I'm an Aboriginal woman, and my family is from more of Central Australia. I'm not a saltwater girl. My grandmother's Luritja, my grandfather's Warramunga from Tennant Creek. I've recently completed my PhD studies. The topic was the importance of Indigenous knowledge in pre-service teacher education. My vision for the future of Indigenous education in Australia is based on the findings from my research, and really what came out as most important is the relative lack of Indigenous voice from Indigenous educators. There's lots of evidence within the system, namely national reporting like NAPLAN, that seems to identify Indigenous students as repeatedly underperforming particular standards. Indigenous people and Indigenous students in urban settings most likely will speak Aboriginal English rather than standard Australian English expected in the Western education system. There's a history of teachers not knowing, so they think that the students are speaking poor English, and there's this whole negative attitude about you speak poor English, don't talk like that in class, this is what we speak at school. So changing that, you could term it linguistic imperialism, to coming from a position of strength for Indigenous people and the language and the knowledge that they bring to the system. So the findings that came out of the research were quite surprising, and specifically they have to do with this concept of Indigenous knowledge and the place of Indigenous knowledge within a very heavily westernised system. So there are particular recommendations and elements of the research that can inform pre-service teacher education, improving teaching, and then moving on to result in improved Indigenous educational outcomes. People coming through unis learning to be teachers need to be taught by Indigenous educators. Indigenous educators are the key, and that's what's missing. They should be valued and they should be elevated.